The sun was dipping low over my farm, casting long shadows across the dusty livestock pens, when I caught her red-handed. Karen, the HOA president with her pristine clipboard and sanctimonious sneer, was siphoning water from my tank into her shiny new jugs. Her SUV idled nearby, packed with containers, as if she were stocking up for an apocalypse. I froze, my heart pounding with a mix of rage and disbelief. This wasn't just any water, it was recycled sewage, treated for my cattle, not human consumption. The audacity of her theft, under the guise of community standards, set my blood boiling. I'd spent years building this sustainable system, and now Karen, with her manicured nails and self-righteous lectures, was stealing it without a clue. I stormed toward her, my boots kicking up dirt. Karen, what the hell are you doing? My voice cracked like a whip. She spun around, her face a mask of indignation, as if I'd caught her borrowing a cup of sugar. This water's for my garden, she snapped, clutching a jug. Your tank's an eyesore, and I'm doing the neighborhood a favor. I laughed, a bitter, hollow sound. That's recycled sewage, Karen. For my cows. You're stealing cow water. Her eyes widened, but she doubled down, her voice shrill. You're lying. You're just hoarding resources to spite the HOA. The accusation stung, but I had a paper trail of permits and water treatment logs. I pulled out my phone, scrolling to the documents, and shoved them in her face. Her smugness faltered, but she wasn't ready to back down. The confrontation escalated as neighbors gathered, drawn by the commotion. Karen's ally, HOA Treasurer Linda, appeared out of nowhere, her presence an unexpected twist that tightened the knot in my chest. Linda, with her fake tears and knack for stirring drama, whispered something to Karen, who then pointed at me, shouting, "He's poisoning the community with that filthy tank." The crowd murmured, some nodding, others skeptical. My stomach churned. This wasn't just about water anymore. It was a witch hunt. I raised my voice, addressing the onlookers. This tank is for my livestock, approved by the county. Karen's been stealing it for weeks, thinking it's pristine spring water. I held up a sample bottle from the tank, its faint odor unmistakable. A gasp rippled through the crowd. Linda tried to interject, but a neighbor, old Mr. Thompson, stepped forward. "I saw her taking water last week," he said, his voice steady. "She bragged about it at the HOA meeting." The tide was turning. Karen's face twisted with fury. She lunged for the sample bottle, trying to knock it from my hands, but I stepped back, and she stumbled into the dirt. The crowd went silent, watching her unravel. "You're all against me," she screamed, her composure shattered. I stayed calm, my voice low but firm. "You stole from me, Karen. You lied to everyone. And you're drinking sewage water." The truth hung heavy in the air. Linda backed away, her loyalty crumbling as neighbors whispered. Karen's jugs sat abandoned by the tank, a pathetic monument to her greed. Mr. Thompson spoke again, his words cutting. "You've been bullying us for years, Karen. This is your reckoning." The crowd nodded, their murmurs turning to accusations. Karen's empire of control was collapsing, and she had no one to blame but herself. As the sun set, casting an orange glow over the farm, I looked at the faces around my neighbors who'd once feared Karen's wrath, now standing tall. I felt a surge of pride, not just for exposing her, but for protecting what I'd built. The tank wasn't just for my cows. It was a symbol of resilience, of doing right by the land and the community. Karen slunk back to her SUV, defeated, her jugs left behind like evidence of her shame. The neighbors lingered, some apologizing, others thanking me for standing up. Mr. Thompson clapped my shoulder, his eyes bright. "You did good, kid." I smiled, exhausted but hopeful. We'd taken back our freedom from Karen's petty tyranny. The farm felt alive again, the air lighter, the future brighter. What do you think, was Karen's downfall justified? Or did I go too far? Share your thoughts on what's right or wrong in this mess.